Hello, my name is Dr. Prashant Upadhyay and I welcome you all on this course of Introduction to Python Programming and its Application. In this course, we will going to teach you how to write a program in Python and how to use the Python code for building a machine learning application. Hello, welcome back again on this lecture of Python series. In this lecture, we will be talking about the tuples. In previous lecture we have talked about the list, and in this lecture we will going to see that how the tuples and list are different. So when we are talking about the tuples, we say that tuples are the sequence of an element which can again contain a mixed element types. For example, we can make a tuples which can contain your string, your integer and your float. However, one main properties of the tuples is that it cannot change the element's value. That means once we have defined the tuples, we cannot do the append function in it. Okay, the function which we have seen in the list, they cannot be done in the tuples. Therefore, the tuples are known as the immutable. When we are representing the tuples, tuples are represented by the parenthesis. For example, if I take again a details as my tuples, so right now I have created this tuples with a parenthesis, and right now this is my empty tuple. Again I will be taking a same example which we have taken in the list. What we will be doing, instead of creating it as a list, we are creating it as a tuples. So what we have done, instead of a square bracket, we have replaced it by the parenthesis. So again I am representing my details as a Atharv Upadhyay, male, 4 years of age and 18.5 the weight. Then I'm defining the details as a tuple 1, and then I'm taking another details 1 as a tuple 2, and then we are combining these tuples into a final tuples, that is final underscore details. So this is your tuple number 1, and if we are going to evaluate details 0, it will going to evaluate to Atharv, and if we will going to take another tuples, that is the tuples number 2, and finally what we are doing, we are combining the tuples 1 and tuples. So again coming to this example, we will going to see that what are the different operations that we can perform on the tuple. So we will going to see this example with the help of a Google Colab, and we will going to see that if we are creating a details which we have created in the list, and we are changing the bracket from the square bracket to the parenthesis, do my details class will going to change. So when we are changing the square bracket to the parenthesis, we will going to see that whether my class will going to change or not. Again we will going to define that final underscore details 0:1, and it will going to evaluate to the Atharv. Extra comma means a tuple with a one element. Now we will going to see it in a Google Colab. Okay, so we will going to define the tuples first. So we will start with the empty tuples. So we have taken an empty tuples with the name details equal to parenthesis, and then what we are doing, we are typing the type of details, and we will going to see that what is the class of this details. So you can see that it is giving me a class of a tuples. Now next what we are doing, we are defining details again. In this we are giving a values in this tuples, and let's say we have defined Atharv, then I'm giving a Upadhyay, male, the gender, the age, and then the weight. Okay, so I have created the detail. Now what I will do, I will going to print this type details, and you will going to see that it is giving me a class as a tuple. Now what I will going to do is that I will going to take another class, okay, of a tuples, and we will going to evaluate and see that what results we are getting. We will going to evaluate what is present at the first position. So I will take details bracket 0, and will try to evaluate what is present at my first position. So you can see that Atharv is present at the first position. Similarly I will take details, and I will going to evaluate what is present at the 1. So it is coming to be the Upadhyay. Okay, so this is my position number 1, and this is my position number 2. Okay, so when we are referring details 0, so it is referring to my position number 1, but the indexing of the Python start from the 0. So position number 1 has got the index 0, and this position number 2 has got the index number 1. Therefore, when we have to evaluate this Upadhyay, we have to give details bracket 1. Next, we will going to define another tuples with the name details 1. So I am writing details 1 equal to study in nursery. So I am saying that study in nursery, and I will going to run it. Okay, now I have to see that what result I am getting. So I will going to see print type details 1, and we're going to see the class which I am getting. So again I am getting a class as a tuples. Now what I have to do, I have to combine this tuple, two tuples. Okay, so I have a details as a tuple number 1 and details 1 as a tuple number 2. What I will be doing next is that I will going to combine these two tuples, details and details 1. So I will be taking final underscore details equal to details plus details 1. Okay, and we'll going to combine the tuple number 1, and this is my tuple number 2. Okay, and I will going to combine this in a final details. So this will be my tuple number 3, I can say. Okay, so I will going to run it, and then I will going to see that what the final details class is. So I will see that the final details class, it will going to give me a class of tuples. Okay, we have also discussed that the tuples are the immutable. Okay, so now we will going to see that what is the meaning of a immutables. Okay, so for this I will be taking a new example. Let's say we will go to our previous example in which we have defined the fruits. So I will be defining a fruits as a tuples. So I am writing a fruits equal to, let's say tuples I am defining apple, then I am saying mango, then I am saying, let's say, cherry. Okay, and then I will going to print the type of my fruit. So again we will going to see that what is the my fruits is. So again it is saying that it is a class is a tuples. Okay, now in a list what we have done, we have done a append operation. Okay, so I will be taking a list here also. So let's say I am defining a fruits 1, and this is my list. So I am saying fruit underscore list equal to, now I am using the same thing here. I am copying this apple, mango and cherry and trying to copy here, and then I will going to print fruits underscore list, and we will going to see what is the class of this fruits. So you can see that class of this fruit underscore list is now list. So we have got a fruits which is having a class tuples, and then we have got a fruit underscore list which we are saying it is a list. Only the difference is that we have changed the bracket from parenthesis to the square. Okay, so you can see that this is the difference we are getting. So next what we will be doing, we will going to use the append operation. Okay, so let's start with the append operation on the list. Okay, so I'm doing what I'm saying, fruit underscore list dot append, and what I want to append, let's say I want to append grapes. Okay, I'm appending the grapes in it, and then I will going to print fruits underscore list. Okay, and let me print it. Okay, so you can see that first I have created a fruit underscore list. It was having a apple, mango and cherry, and then I have appended this grapes, and it has been appended at the last. Okay, now I will be doing a same operation on the tuples which we have defined. So what was my tuples? My tuples was my fruits. So I will be taking a fruits dot appends, and what I want to append, let's say I'm appending the grapes again, grapes in my tuples, and when I run this, okay, it should give me the error. Okay, why? Because tuples, we have defined that tuples are the immutables. Okay, so let me run it and see that you are getting the error, and the error which we have getting is the attributes error. Okay, and what it is saying that tuples object has no attributes append. That means we cannot make the changes in a tuples. Therefore, the tuples are known as the immutables. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture and have figured out that what is the list and what is the tuples. Thank you very much. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.